Well, let's take you to Gauteng now, where the Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mthombeni, is leading Operation Shanela in Orange Farm, Sedibeng District tonight. The operation is aimed at stamping the authority of the state and assisting the local police station with reduction of crime. We are joined now live, of course, by Sitheliswa, who is on the ground there. Sitheliswa, talk to us about the operation and what is taking place at the moment.
A very good evening to you, Veronica. We are in Orange Farm, which is in the south of Johannesburg. Where we are now is the R558, that is commonly known as the Golden Highway, that goes all the way onto the Mthombeni Park, which is in the Vaal, as well as Johannesburg CBD. So many motorists use this road to go in and out of the area, as well as Everton, Sebokeng, and as well as also the Orange Farm, where we are right now. Currently, we are seeing motorists that have been checked by the Operation Shanela 2, which has come in full force today, joined by a multidisciplinary committee. We've seen the South African Police Service, as well as the crime wardens in Orange Farm in Johannesburg, as well as the Mid-Vaal. As I mentioned to you, this is a multidisciplinary law enforcement team that is ensuring that motorists here in Orange Farm, as well as other close by areas, do adhere to the rules of the road. What they are essentially checking for, Veronica, is the car compliance, the car roadworthiness of their cars, licenses, as well as those drivers' permits for the taxi drivers, who are essentially bringing in commuters from in and out of the Gauteng province. But we are going to be now speaking to the acting district commissioner, who is now going to be telling us more about this Operation Shanela. Thank you so much for talking to us, District Commissioner. Tell us about what we are expecting here today. So far, with the briefing that you got, how many people have been arrested, the people that were found drunk, and all of that information.
Thank you very much, and greetings to the viewers and the listeners, of course. Here in Orange Farm, it is a police station, precinct which is under Sedibeng SAPS district. We are having this operation called Shanela because we are expecting to arrest suspects and perpetrators of crime, such as the people who are drunk, drinking and driving, and as a result they cause us a lot of accidents and culpable homicide cases. So we are also looking forward to recover illegal firearms that are on transit, because in Orange Farm we've got a lot of murders that are taking place. We have got a lot of contact crimes that are taking place, cases such as robberies, house robberies and business robberies that are committed using these illegal firearms. So we are looking forward to combat the proliferation of firearms in and around this station, and also in the district of Sedibeng. We are also looking forward to stop the motorists in the roadblock that are obviously drinking and driving. And over and above the drinking and driving, there are undocumented foreign nationals that are traveling in this particular road coming into our district, and we are looking forward to try and then arrest them and take them for court. And of course, in Orange Farm, it is not the only crimes that we are targeting for tonight. We are also having contact crimes such as rapes that the community are experiencing. Hence, we are not only having the roadblock, we are also having other sections that are within the location, who are also doing the stop and searches and trying to arrest all the perpetrators of crime.
Commissioner, I'm sorry about that, but you mentioned that, going into these locations, these areas, there are obviously cases such as gender-based violence, tavern shootings, and, those kind of criminal acts that also include gang violence in Orange Farm. We saw some cases in April, that was happening in Orange Farm, in Teta Secondary School, to be specific. In terms of the numbers that you got today, do you think that crime has lessened in Orange Farm, or has it gone up?
Yeah, I must say that these operations that we were having since the time when we were presenting the violence that is created by the gangs within Orange Farm, we have had a lot of operations that saw us having a lot of arrests, more than hundreds of arrests that were effected since that time. And even today, I can tell that we have arrested during the pre-Shanela operations, which we have during the evening preceding to the day today. We have arrested more than 80 people, 80 suspects. And amongst these 80 suspects that we have arrested in Orange Farm, we've got 5 that we have arrested for murders. And we have also 29 cases where we have arrested suspects in Orange Farm, which is for crimes relating to GBV, which is gender-based violence. And we also had operations that were targeting these groups from schools, like you mentioned the Teta school. And we have since reduced the number of violence activities in those spaces, and which saw us having lesser and lesser reported violence actions. Yes.
All right. So now we are leading, of course, to the festive season, where people will be making way to their homes or their destinations for the holidays. In terms of the safer festive season operation that was launched, in terms of deployment, how is that going to be about in terms of in different areas across the Gauteng province?
Yes, it is true. We are heading for festive season, and as a norm in the South African Police Service, the festive season launch is going to be taking place by the Provincial Head Office. We are going to launch it in Tsakani, which is in Ekurhuleni district. Which is a district which is falling under the Gauteng province. And we are mobilizing a lot of workforce, which is an integrated workshop that talks to all law enforcement agents that is going to look into the crimes that normally prevails during festive seasons, as we all know. And we would like also to sensitize the community that as we are going to the festive season, the police will be full on the street. We'll be sweeping the street cleaner, and we are urging the communities to stay indoors and to refrain from committing those crimes and drinking and driving and going to share beans late at night. And the community and the parents, we also urge them to please make sure that they assist us in monitoring their children to be not in the street, because we will be in full force and we'll be sweeping the streets of Gauteng.
We also noticed that we do have the Department of Home Affairs with you on this Operation Shanela 2 today. In terms of the undocumented foreign nationals that you have, maybe you will be capturing today, what's going to be the next step?
Yeah, as I've said earlier on, we are an integrated workforce. It's not only Gauteng Traffic Police or Home Affairs. We are an integrated workforce that talks to the Gauteng traffic wardens. We've got the Gauteng Traffic Police. We've got the local traffic police, which is Mthombeni, and all the municipalities, Lesedi, you name them. And we've got also the securities that are force multipliers. We also got the CPFs that we are working with. So it is an integrated workforce that are coming together to ensure that we try and remove the criminals from the streets of Gauteng. And that is the workforce that is going to be working together during this festive and ensure that we minimize the crime levels in our streets.
Commissioner, thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Veronica, that is the acting district commissioner, Mr. Mbangwangwashu, who is essentially, telling us that this is an integrated workforce that includes the South African police services from different districts. We saw the Midval as well present here tonight in this Operation Shanela 2. We also saw Amapanyaza, who are also part of this, the JMPD, also in here, ensuring that motorists do adhere to the rules of the road and making sure that people do not drive under the influence of alcohol. We did see earlier one person being, taking a breathalyzer test because we could visibly see that, they had been, drinking while they were driving. As I mentioned earlier on, that also as well, taxi drivers are being, monitored as well and stopped just to check whether or not they do have those professional driver's permit as they are driving commuters in and out of Orange Farm. We were expecting to see more arrests, as the commissioner had alluded to earlier on, that the main reason or the main purpose for this is to essentially, Veronica, make sure that people are adhering to the roads, to the rules of the road, as well as they are compliant of the compliance rather of their cars. We are going to be throwing to you right now in studio as the Operation Shanela continues here in Orange Farm, south of Johannesburg. Veronica.
And certainly coming an opportunity there as well in Orange Farm, given the fact that this is happening against the backdrop of Orange Farm being essentially the murder capital of Gauteng, the highest murder rates coming out of that particular area.